Um, First Fridays is a performance series that we've designed to bring the creative lives of our library patrons out into the open, to breach that prized library silence with audible, visible, and perceptible reminders of why people come here in the first place and why this library exists. I first, second, and third got to know Chris as a library patron here at Jostin. The kind of patron who comes in all the time because of his active life as a writer and intellectual. As an independent scholar, he published A World of Ideas, a dictionary of important theories, concepts, beliefs, and thinkers. He was pleasant, friendly, mild-mannered, and obviously a Renaissance individual. I was perhaps unduly impressed to learn that he was a longtime member of a neighborhood home improvement co-op. This guy could fix things as well as write. He was a theater critic, but wait, also an actor and a director. He served as a TV quiz show host on As Schools Match Wits on WGBY. Perhaps most impressive, Chris was above and away the best word pronouncer at the Northampton Adult Spelling Bee, which, as some of you who live on the other side of the river may not know, is the high point of the Northampton social season. True, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Somewhere along the line, I filled in the backstory. Chris lived in the UK for 10 years in the 1970s, actually earning a living as a singer-songwriter, where he had top 10 hit and won the Edinburgh Festival Fringe First Award. There was even more, of course. I mean, there really is a lot there. But finding about the singer-songwriter business was the Superman moment for me. We are so pleased to welcome mild-mannered Chris Rohmann to our mezzanine, where he will reprise his songbook.
I don't know what else to say in self-introduction. Wrote most of these songs I wrote while I was in England, earning my living, she said with such amazement, as a singer-songwriter. Some before, some after. Most of the songs that I should say, before I do this, I should say that I'm a regular patron of Jostin Library because it is the coolest place on campus. It served me well in 2 books that I worked on, and also since then as a theater critic, I come here all the time, as Jen has said, to rifle through the collection, which is by far the best dance and theater collection in the Valley. So if you didn't know that, now you do. Come here and partake. Most of the songs I write are fictions. They're made-up stories that come into my head or suggested by something. This one is true. I was trying to grow up the best I could. I met a man making a chair. He was working it out of a hard blonde wood. The shape was simple, but he worked with care. He was making it pretty, he was making it good, as if it was the very first chair. He had a fingernail broken, real soft-spoken, lines on his whiskers where the smile began. He was a cigarette smoking, old-time joking, sunny, gentle, sentimental, fine old man. I crouched on the ground and he wiped his hands that were so much smarter than mine. He must have been working for the Fidget King, 'cause he made it so tiny, but it looked so fine. For the joints were perfect and the finish was deep, and the grain was so evenly lined. He had a fingernail, real soft-spoken, lines on his whiskers where the smile began. time joking, sunny, gentle, sentimental, fine old man. He told me his stories of the black-eyed deer looking in at his windowsill, the wild gray geese in the autumn sky, and the men who come down when they feel like a kill. Then he bent to his chisel with a sigh so old, and the wood whistled to his will. And once it was ready and perfect and new, he turned it and said, "Here, try it, it's for you." My eyes went wide and my toes went numb as I sat on it there in the sand. "Use it now," said my grandpa, "you'll outgrow it soon, but by then you'll be big as a man." He had a fingernail broken, real soft-spoken, lines on his whiskers where the smile began. He was a cigarette smoking, old-time joking, sunny, gentle, sentimental, fine old man. Fine old man. So I moved to England because I've been working in a street theater company with my best old friend in New York, and it was time to get out. And I went to England, and a recording contract literally landed on my lap. So I moved over there. And this is another true story that I heard from somebody I met shortly after I got there. Susan sits at Miss Natalie's, watching the other girls dance. Miss Natalie's so kind and thoughtful, and sometimes she gives her a chance. Daddy always wanted a boy, and Mommy's gone to Grandma's today. She so wants to be a ballerina, but she doesn't have a dollar to pay. And she's so surprised and grateful when they say, "What a good little girl." La 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 la. La 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 la. Susan sits at the head of her class and speaks when she's spoken to. Sister Rosette is very proud of her, says all her dreams will come true. Please God help Mommy and Daddy, I hear them yelling when I'm in bed. Mommy doesn't want another baby, and Daddy says he'll drink instead. And she's so surprised and grateful when they say, "What a dancer that girl." La 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 la. La 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 la. Turn, turn, pirouette, catch the music, make it last. Turn, turn, turn again, the world is spinning by too fast. Susan walks by the churchyard with a prize ribbon in her hand. She knew all the facts facts and figures, but somehow she can't understand why Daddy has to live in another town. Grandma's coming to stay. She tried so hard to be a good girl. Now she feels like running away. And she's so surprised and grateful when they say, what a dancer that girl. La la la.